Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Coronavirus Facts First for this Tuesday, March 24th. Monroe County now has more than 100 confirmed cases of COVID-19. The county has also announced a third coronavirus-related death. According to the latest numbers, there are now 106 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Monroe County. There are more than 25,000 total in New York State. This includes a fifth case in Livingston County, which was just announced this afternoon, and 9 cases in Ontario County. Meanwhile, Monroe County health officials spoke at a news conference earlier this afternoon about the crisis. Monroe County Executive Adam Bello highlighted the importance of staying at home to make sure medical infrastructure does not get overwhelmed.
This is about protecting the most vulnerable people in our society. People without symptoms can still carry the virus, and the only way to stop the spread is for those of us who don't need to be outside of our homes to stay home.
We're learning more about the person who tested positive for COVID-19 and works for the city of Rochester. That announced today. The woman is a part-time city employee involved in food distribution at Frederick Douglass and Adam Street rec centers. She last worked on March 19th and had no symptoms then, but later felt ill outside of work, testing positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Despite this, Mayor Lovely Warren believes the food distribution centers the employee worked at are safe from the virus.
There is no issues with picking up and distributing meals at any of the sites that we have available, and people should continue to do so. We have all the precautionary measures in place from, as I said, the mask, the gloves, and the thorough cleaning that we're doing to make sure that our employees as well as our children are safe.
New York State has the most confirmed cases in the nation by a wide margin. More than 3,000 of the state's 25,000 coronavirus patients need hospital treatment of some sort. Governor Cuomo says New York needs more hospital beds and ventilators to keep up with the increasing demand. He's calling on the federal government to help.
Flatten the curve, flatten the curve. We haven't flattened the curve, and the curve is actually increasing. That means the number of hospital beds, which is at 53,000 beds, 3,000 ICU beds. The anticipated need now for the height of the curve is 140,000 hospital beds and approximately 40,000 intensive care unit beds. Those are troubling and astronomical numbers, and as I mentioned, are higher numbers than had been previously projected.
The governor says the latest data shows the peak of the outbreak will come much sooner than the 45-day prediction that he made 1 week ago. He says New York's rate of cases is doubling roughly every 3 days. This pandemic is not only hurting people and the economy, local nonprofits also need help right now. One of those organizations is FoodLink. Its work is always important, of course, but especially now as food is distributed to families and students throughout the area. While this outbreak expands, the organization is asking healthy people to sign up online and volunteer to help feed the Rochester community.
What's great about this space is you can keep some great social distancing. You were able to set up 2 different volunteer activities in this large space, keep people apart, and make sure that they are safely packing food.
That space, the Rochester Riverside Convention Center. And a reminder from health officials, if you think you have symptoms of COVID-19, at this point talking about fever, cough, difficulty breathing, or a loss of taste or smell, call your primary care physician before seeking medical attention. Don't just go to the emergency room unless you actually need emergency assistance. If you have questions, there is a hotline, that number 585-753-5555, or you can send an email with any topic you might have in mind as it pertains to coronavirus. The email is covid19@monroecounty.gov. For all of the latest updates on COVID-19 in our community, our state, and our country, keep it right here on rochesterfirst.com. And follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We keep that stocked with information as we get it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a very safe evening.